Blame Truth here, the Codfather himself, bringing you another video. I'm not going to sugarcoat this, I'm just going to say it right off the bat. I told you so. I told you so, guys. Why am I saying this? Well, for the past several years, I have been saying that, hey, this system does not work. The current Call of Duty system does not work, and yet people will debate me up and down. They'll make excuses, yada, yada, yada. Let me tell you guys something as a man to another man. I got like a 98% male viewer base here. Let me tell you something man to man, all right? Excuses are for little baby back bitches. Straight up. Guess what? I've messed up so many times in my life. I've messed up, or I've been on the wrong path, and every single time, guess what? It's been my fault. There's no excuse. There's none. Oh, it was raining that morning. Oh, it was a pandemic or whatever people made excuses for with why, you know, the past few Call of Duties have sucked or whatever. Oh, they've only had a year to work. Oh, this and that. No. If you mess up, you take accountability for your mess up and you say, hey, I'm sorry. I'll try to do better in the future. That's what men do. And that's what Call of Duty has yet to do. They cannot admit when they're wrong ever. It's weak. Take responsibility for your actions when something sucks or something doesn't do as well as you thought it would do or whatever, right? But not just that, fix it. Fix the problems. Fix the problems that people are pointing out, clear as day. On the other hand, a real man, I think, also calls out problems. It doesn't matter if he's perceived as a nice guy or not, or whatever, right? You might think I'm coming at you with the Call of Duty negativity and complaints like I'm being an asshole or something. And that's fine if you want to think that. I really don't give a fuck, though. I don't. I'm sorry. Let me tell you a story real quick, all right? Right now, I'm in the best shape of my life. Amazing shape. Several years ago, I was not. I was fat. There's no nice way to put it. I was fat. Did anyone see me and say, whoa, man, you're looking kind of fat? Or did they say like, hey, man, you're drinking like 12 too many beers this weekend? Hey, man, maybe you shouldn't eat an entire Little Caesars pizza in one sitting. Did anybody say that to me? No. Was it nice? Maybe in the moment, but I would much rather have a bunch of people say, hey, let's like lose some weight or something, man. You're looking a little unhealthy. What happened to that amazing chiseled jawline? You used to look like Giga Chad, and now you look like you ate Charles Manson. What happened, dude? I wish someone would do that for me. Like, I wish that all my life, but nobody really does. They're either like dicks or they're just too nice or whatever. Can I get something in the middle? Tell me how it is. Tell me the hard truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing that with Call of Duty, and I'm here to do that again today, and this is what I've been doing for the past 4 years. Sorry to go off on that little tangent there. Hopefully it was entertaining, though. But for the past 4 years, I have said that we don't need this complex skill-based matchmaking system. It does not retain players. Let me tell you guys a little secret here, all right? People are saying like, oh, but noobs wouldn't play the game if like skill-based matchmaking wasn't there to protect them. I call bullshit on that. I'm sorry, but that's completely untrue. Skill-based matchmaking is in the game to sell cosmetics and nothing more. It has nothing to do with player retention. It has nothing to do with game sales. It has nothing to do with any of that. It's there to sell bundles. It's there to baby and pamper bad players so they think they're better than they actually are, and they buy cosmetics because they're playing a game that they can do well at. They would play the game regardless, but the fact that they're doing pretty well at it, they think, means that they're gonna buy bundles. They're gonna spend money on the game. And the sad thing is, they're doing that because there's no other reward system. So they're gonna reward themselves with a bundle for doing well. Reward themselves by spending their money on a game that's lying to them because they're actually dog shit. Oh, it's true. It's true. I want you to stew on that while we play a brief word from this video's sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Factor. Let me tell you guys, I don't really like cooking. I don't have the time. I just don't have the time. And DoorDash and delivery and takeout, it just gets expensive. It adds up. Not to mention the fact that I still have to wait for that stuff. I have to wait for it to be delivered. I have to drive out and wait for it to be prepared, etc., etc. I just prefer food when I'm hungry right there and then, and Factor just has me covered on all fronts. Factor is fresh, never frozen food delivered directly to your door, and it heats up in the microwave in like 2 to 3 minutes. It's also got great macros, and as someone who works out, I need protein. I need protein, I need carbs, I need fats, I need all those macros. And I need them in a calorie restricted option at the moment because I'm trying to cut a little bit. Factor hooks me up, man. They also have options for vegans, vegetarians, etc., etc. Whatever you want, ketogenic as well. Factor's got your hookup. So guys, go to factor75.com or click the links in the pinned comment or description and use code CODFATHER50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. And get the jalapeno beef mac and cheese and thank me later. Welcome back to the video, guys. But yeah, going back to that original point, I mean, you can't argue it. That's what it is. Has nothing to do with player retention because player retention's in the dirt. It's continually dropped all year. This is the first month, I think, in forever where they've actually gained players, but gaining like 7% of the player base back after you lose 80% of it isn't really anything to write home about. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. I bring all this up because, yeah, for the past 4 years, I'm saying, like, this system does not work, right? And everybody's saying, like, nah, man, if you go back to the old system, like, it just wouldn't sell. Nobody would buy it. Well, take a looky look what we got here, motherfucker! Let's just take a look at this here Charlie Intel tweet. And then, if you were one of those people that said, like, BT, I would like a sincere apology. Be a man and apologize in the comments section right now. Charlie Intel says, thanks to the Xbox 360 servers working again, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 reappeared on the top 5 best-selling games in the UK in July 2023. That's not the whole story, though. That's pretty amazing news. I think most people would either pick one of these Call of Duties as their favorite. For me, it's Black Ops 2. I'm not as big of a Modern Warfare 2 fan. I'm not even that big of a fan of the OG Modern Warfare 2, to be completely honest, but I respect it, and it can be fun if you just don't take it seriously. It's more of a party game. You hop on, you do something ridiculous. There's no balance to speak of. It's insane. You know, I get the appeal there. I prefer the more, I guess, refined Black Ops 2. Modern Warfare 2 is kind of like a Miller High Life 40. I like them. I'll drink them when I'm wanting to have a good time, but Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is like a fine wine. I'd rather drink that. I'll have less of a hangover. I may not have as much raw fun when things are going well, you know, but it's just a better thing to have with my steak, for example. But let's take a look at the full story here, because that's not all. Let's take a look at the actual list, all right? This is the UK July 2023 top 10, all right? Digital and physical. Here we go. FIFA, Grand Theft Auto 5, Red Dead Redemption 2, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, and look at number 9 and 10 down there. Activision Blizzard's brand new titles from successful IPs are lagging behind games that are over a decade old at this point. Let's not even count Diablo 4. I think that had a good launch, but it fizzled out pretty quickly because of some dumb Activision decisions. You guys can inform me in the comment sections if I'm misinformed there or whatever. I've not been keeping up with Diablo 4. I'm more of a Path of Exile guy. Like, I'm going to play Path of Exile 2 probably, so that's just me though. But the fact that 2-decade-old Call of Duty titles are outselling the brand new, not even a year old, Modern Warfare 2 2022 Electric Boogaloo, it's Dorban time. The fact that the old games are outselling this brand new title, and you can make up any excuse in the book here. What excuse are you going to give me this time? You nut-riding, butt-sucking moron. What are you going to say this time? I've seen so many excuses for bad development, for bad game design. I've seen so many arguments defending this billion-dollar company while they actively take a dump in your mouth like 2 girls, 1 cup. What is wrong with these people? I don't know, but I don't want to know. To be honest, just stay in your basement and keep spending hundreds of dollars on cosmetics every week and keep getting 0 matches on Tinder. I really don't care. Just get away from me. Stay away from me because you don't have a brain. Anyway, what's the excuse this time, though? Please, someone tell me what the excuse actually is. Is it because people have already bought Modern Warfare 2, so they're not buying it as much as the old school titles? Well, by that argument, if you're going to use that argument, I would say, why don't people already have Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 2 the OG? Because those games have been out forever. The fact that they're outselling Modern Warfare 2 proves my point. And I challenge you, I challenge anyone to find one argument against what I have been saying for the past 4 years. 4 years! I'm holding up my fingers like I'm in the Four Horsemen. And Ric Flair's next to me about to chop me or something. There is no argument here. People will buy Call of Duty with no SBMM if it's just good. More people would buy it if you take SBMM out, I would argue. But would that be more profitable than milking a bunch of morons that think they're the next Scump because they don't know any better? No! Tell me when I am lying here! I have been right the entire time. The games are not made to make players happy. Hell, it's not even made to have higher player retention. They want you to log in like once a month. That's why they do this really slow content drip. They want you to log in once a month, which will up their monthly active users. It doesn't matter if you're not playing the game. It doesn't matter if you're playing the game like 30 minutes to check out the new map and then you hate it, so you quit playing. They just want your number to log in once a month or something. That's it. They've been losing like numbers on that too, though. If you look at the monthly active users, that's been falling. And that's with Call of Duty Mobile carrying them. You know, that's another thing. Call of Duty Mobile, super successful, right? Like, from what I hear, Call of Duty Mobile is actually pretty great. I don't really play mobile games, and I don't really want to emulate it on my PC. It's just, I don't know, I feel kind of dirty hopping on there with like a controller or something too, because, you know, I would. I'm not playing on like a phone controls or whatever, but from what I hear, they do things pretty right. So what the hell is going on the console PC side of things? Why do we have these complex SBMM systems that take forever to just find a match, and then you don't enjoy that match, and then you're waiting again forever to find another match you're not going to enjoy? Meanwhile, on Black Ops 2, I could have searched for 5 different games and left the lobby before I find one in the new Call of Duty. What sense does that make? I actually had a dev one time say that SBMM has always been in Call of Duty. Now it's just more refined and there's more going on. This dev is a moron and he does not know what he's talking about. Let me tell you guys something, all right? There's been a minimal, as the Codfather. I'm saying this just by anecdotal evidence here, but I've played 15 years of Call of Duty, so I think I'm mostly right here. And until there's some hard data to prove me wrong, I'm just gonna go with this. There has never really been any skill-based matchmaking up until Modern Warfare 2019. It's been like super light, I think starting back at Black Ops 2 to protect people that are like disabled and stuff. One time Korean Savage dropped a nuke on like a girl in a wheelchair because he reverse boosted too hard into like the protected lobbies. Now, I think those people should be protected. I don't think you should have to compete against like, I don't know, Arnold Schwarzenegger when you look like Pete Davidson, you know, in a bodybuilding show, for example. Like, genetics ain't gonna save that tall, lanky guy. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't have the frame for it. So, at a certain point, yes, I think there does need to be a protected bracket. But just because your gamer tag is like Timmy No Thumbs or Billy Goat 57 or Smeed Woker 420, whatever, you know, just because you're that kind of player does not mean that you should have like baby mode installed. You're not gonna get better. It's like going to the gym and everyone looks the same, but one guy has to work way less hard for it while I'm over there like sweating my ass off bench pressing 300 pounds. This guy's over here bench pressing 100, but he looks just like me. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm going off on a big tangent here. The point of all this though is, guys, I was right. I don't understand why they don't follow the formula of Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2 on consoles. The Modern Warfare 2 OG, I mean. Call of Duty Mobile as well. That seems to be doing great. Why is it such a stark contrast on consoles? I don't know. I don't know. They must think we're just the dumbest motherfuckers. But if this isn't proof that things need to go back to the way they were, and I don't mean bringing things back that were taken out for God knows why, like Modern What's the Point 3 is doing. Like they're gonna bring back red dots. Yippee! The thing that shouldn't have been gone in the first place! Can I get an amen? Why is this your marketing strategy, saying like, hey, our last game was really bad and will now be obsolete, completely obsolete because everything's carrying over except maps for some reason? I don't understand it. Guys, my head hurts. It just hurts. I don't know what to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, drop me a like rating. I'd appreciate it. You know, I'd appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. Peace out.
Do some parting advice?